Aries got here, and it's time to talk about cream puffs, because yes, that's the meaning of life in Mashle with this episode, which it seems we're finally getting a bit into the school, how it works, delving into the systems there, especially in this episode with the dormitories that's happening here. And is it a good thing if we let Mash cook, or don't let him cook? I'm really curious what you guys think. He has a talent with cooking, or does he? And I'm also a bit not frustrated. I wanted more from this episode, especially with the way it ended, because it just flew by so fast. I was like, yes, they're getting to the moment. I knew that was gonna happen. And then the episode, and I'm like, I need the next one right now. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, it begins with an explanation of the three dorms that are in the school: Adler, Orca, and Lang, which we're gonna get to Lang because it seems like it's a cult, and also how 5 silver coins make into a gold coin. And we find out that Mash is not a math genius, let's put it that way. Poor guy. So yeah, we find out a bit more about him, and also with Finn, both of them spacing out about their potion assignment, panicking there. Mash kind of panicking and not panicking at the same time, but thankfully we have the lolicon, Siscon, my bad, Lance showing up, which he's also a big nerd at the same time, the top student there. I really like the dynamic between both of them. Mash instantly, hey, it's the lolicon. No, that's Siscon to you. There. And the way Mash instantly knows how to handle Lance, just takes out his necklace, shows it to him, and just defeats him instantly with the picture of his own sister. He really reminds me of the guy from Black Clover, and I'm spacing out on his name right now, even though I love Black Clover. Make sure you watch Black Clover. Also, he jumps into the wall on himself without even being pushed. And we have another not Harry Potter reference, of course, with Mandragora. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, or however you say it. And it's screaming. Apparently it's an universal ingredient, and Lance is there to help them a bit, using the Quietus spell to quiet down the Mandragora. And somehow Mash makes it scream even more louder and louder the more they were messing around with it. Finn is able to do it pretty easily thanks to Lance with some help there. And I was waiting for Mash to intimidate it the same way he did with the test, to scare it with his muscles, but somehow it turned into a monster instead of that happening, and he just bitch slaps it to sleep. No spell required. Just go to sleep there. So yeah, they take care of the prep work for the ingredient, the universal one. Then we see that Lance is somehow Lance Ramsey over here starts cooking, preparing everything, and Mash had confidence also, hey, if it's not magic, I can do it. And I'm like, okay, this could be something. He starts cooking, it's looking good, he's able to do it pretty well, but he made a cream puff. Somehow. Everything is a cream puff. The meaning of life are cream puffs. Lance is like, okay, starts helping him step by step, supervising him. They are present. Somehow it's still a cream puff, even though you're supervising every step. He was dumbfounded, like, how? Don't worry, dude, it's the answer to life. Cream puffs are everything. Of course, I love the comedy, and I get it if some people don't, but hey, so far for me it's a really fun series. And I'm also starting to appreciate the more serious things, which I hope we're gonna get a lot more over here. And I think I was correct last episode with Lance being his rival. By the way, he said, I'm not gonna lose to you ever again, saying he has his own reason to join the Ministry of Magic there, the Bureau of Magic. And I feel like they kind of have similar reasons, with Mashle wanting a quiet life and Lance wanting sort of a quiet life also for everybody, which I hope at some point they're gonna work together. It seems they're starting to get along better and better, especially in this episode. But more things are happening here, even Wahlberg being worried about Mash, and then we have two new characters. First one being Dot Barrett. Seems like the delinquent, bumps into some other students, beats them up. Before we get to him, like I mentioned at the beginning, there's a scene here. We see that the Lang dormitory feels like a cult, honestly. The way they showed that scene, like a basement performing rituals, take all of their coins, that's a cult. The cult of coins. So yeah. And they also seem like to be the bad guy or the Slytherin a bit of the series. And back to Dot, I'm kind of liking him throughout this episode. But I'm curious what's going to happen to him next episode. We're gonna get to that. Now we have next day starting class, and Dot Barrett seems to be very focused on about himself. The universe revolves around him, of course. He's number one. He instantly picks up a fight with Mash, but he kind of loses in the same moment when Lemon shows up all over Mash there, and he's jealous would be an understatement. What he is. And he's not good with girls. He's very jealous of what he can't have. He actually even spits on Mash. Doesn't even faze him. Starts blaming Mash for everything. Everything that's bad in the world is Mash's fault, but of course gets ignored, which makes him even more mad. But before things could escalate, we have the teacher showing up. He kind of looks like a generic teacher. I don't know if we're gonna see him more. Maybe there's something more to him. I don't know. But this is a dormitory versus dormitory course. Adler versus Lang to beat scorpions of various difficulties. So whoever beats the most gets more coins at the end there. But this is where we have the bad guy, the asshole character, which I feel like we have quite a bit of them in the school. But what was more curious was when we have Silva showing up with these ice powers. I think at first I thought they were metal powers, but it seems like they're more ice powers. He instantly hits Mash, started acting like an asshole. But Mash gave him that look, and I'm like, there's no way he got hurt by that. No. But then Lance calms him down a bit, telling him, hey, this guy has a reputation of being like this. He even got held back an year. They're only keeping him in school because of his talent, which kind of made me scratch my head. When this world is fucked up, how much emphasis they're putting on magic, allowing things like this. And even last episode, the thing that made me the most mad was Lance's parents. The way they reacted to their child, Lance's sister, being sick. They instantly, hey, she doesn't have magic, she's sick, she's not useful anymore. I'm like, no, this is kind of fucked up the way the world is working right now. So yeah, I can totally understand Lance and Mash at the same time. But yeah, Silva seems like the asshole, but Lance tried to calm him down. And why Mash was angry wasn't because he was hurt. Silva almost hit his cream puff. That's the main thing. Don't mess with his cream puffs. That's probably gonna be next episode. We're gonna get to that. Now, I really liked how much they're getting along here. Mash and Lance. He even wanted to work with Mash. Let's partner up, but Mash is zoned out. He got lost. They got separated there, and Dot was talking smack about Mash, and he instantly runs into him. And another bitch slap. But I liked the what Mash said there. I wasted calories because of you. Now it's your fault. But yeah. Now before they can get into it, we have a some theater being played out a bit. Apparently a student was attacking a girl, and Dot instantly jumps to her rescue, saving her there with apparently he can use explosion magic in a way, or at least that's how it looks. She instantly thanks him. She seems like a cute girl, but I'm like, something didn't sit right with me with that. And after that, it shows what exactly it is with Dot also, showing that he can't handle girls at all. Every attention he gets, he loses instantly. He can't handle the pressure. He puts too much pressure on himself. He has no idea how to socially act around a girl, especially one that gives him attention. But then it showed that she's part of the Lang dormitory. She's a manipulative one, especially even more with her magic, kind of like an attraction magic of sorts. It didn't work on Mash, and it didn't work on Dot either. He kind of put himself under a spell, so to say. This is why I'm kind of liking him. He seems to be a fun character, which I hope is gonna get along with Mash after, which probably what's going to happen next episode. And she starts playing the theater, playing Crocodile Tears even more, saying that Silva is putting her into this, taking advantage of her, which, yeah, no, they're more than likely working together, and Dot wanting to beat up Silva for this. And lo and behold, he shows up. We have Silva over here. Dot instantly attacks, kind of like his magic with when he used machine gun, explode bomb. Just what he had, he threw at him. At least he's very honest, which I like that in a character. Kind of knew he wasn't gonna work out. Of course, it wasn't gonna be that simple. But during that scene, we also have a funny one being shown with Finn and Lemon clinging to Lance. Don't abandon us. He also has his work cut out for him. But what I liked, in the middle of all of that, Lance was worried about Mash, so he cares. He definitely cares. Bros over here. Now, back to the main fight that's going to happen. We have Silva beating Dot quite easily. Keep in mind, he has two lines. But during that fight, he made a fatal mistake without realizing. He hit the cream puff. And yeah, this is where I was. Yes, this is the moment I was waiting for. Give it to me. And no, the episode ended and I'm like, where's the next episode? So yeah, next episode is probably going to be a fight. We're gonna have Mash versus Silva. I can't wait to see it. And cream puff is the answer of the universe. Yes, don't mess with his cream puffs. That's probably gonna be next episode. I'm very excited about it. I'm curious what you guys thought about this episode. How are you liking the series so far? Especially if you're anime only, let me know in the comments below. And if you have read the source material, what do you think so far of the adaptation? Have they done it justice? And no spoilers, please. Just up until right now. Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I need a cream puff also, by the way. Mash make me one out of everything. And check out some of the other videos. Remember to check out the podcast also. It helps me quite a lot. You guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Mashle. I'm gonna see you again in the next one. Bye bye.